What's up YouTube? Welcome back to episode 10 of my series, Road to American Ninja Warrior. Today's episode is all about redemption because I recently competed in another NNL qualifier competition. But first, I gotta give a shout out to my good friend, Renzo, on his new channel. I'll drop the link to his channel in the description below. Make sure you go check it out. No introduction needed. You guys saw what happened to me on my last run. Now let's go jump into this run.
Our next ninja to take off the course, the third to last competitor.
Shout out to everyone in the audience right now.
Connecticut.
Being here late on a Saturday.
Right. Put your hands together for Kyle Tosi.
A little slide, but that's no problem for Kyle. He's in control. Good. Kyle, one of the regulars at our golf classes up here. Familiar with his space, familiar with a lot of the equipment, but not familiar with any of these configurations. Maybe he is. He's done elsewhere. Whoa. Takes that extra pull through, pushes him off. Good. Never a bad idea to spend the extra few seconds to ensure you have to dismount and to try to rush it if you don't know if your momentum is exactly centered on where it needs to be.
I'm just gonna pause for a second right here. I want you to keep this image in your mind. I'll get back to this in a second.
Lines it up. Kicks the board. It's a little too much swing. Tight pop. And he is down on the bridges. Nice job, though, Kyle.
And there you have it. I'm obviously more satisfied with this run in comparison to last run. I fell on the unstable bridges. Now this obstacle is actually a replica of an obstacle that was in the Baltimore qualifiers last year on season 11 of American Ninja Warrior. So it was definitely good practice for what obstacles could be on American Ninja Warrior. I was just a little bit uneven. My right hand just grabbed it a little bit before my left hand, making the bridge go up on this side and making my left hand just miss that bridge. So I did fall on the unstable bridges, right? Actually, that's not right. Remember when I told you to keep this image in your head? It was because the judges actually spent so long debating this, and then they called me over with the news right after the run. They believed, and I also believe, the back of my leg actually grazed the mat there. So on paper, I did not complete those helicopter bar, that obstacle. I didn't get through it on paper. Still, I'm very satisfied with my run overall. So this time around, I got to compete with All-Star Ninja Joe Moravsky again. He was the one and only finisher of this course, making it tied for the hardest NNL qualifier course all of this season. So let's take a look at the rest of the course via his run. As you just watched in Joe's run, the rest of the course was actually not terribly difficult aside from that 8-foot salmon ladder transfer. However, I am lucky enough to train at this gym pretty regularly, so I did get the opportunity to practice this, and I did in fact end up getting this transfer, and here it is. And that's it for another episode of my series, Road to American Ninja Warrior. My first competition, I fell on the very first obstacle. My last competition, I made it about halfway through. So what's next?